So as you were saying, now you have you've started a promotion, and you have is it your first iPay-per-view coming up?
It is, yeah. So it is next week. It's on the 6th of October. The main event is Kurt Angle, the American hero, the Olympic hero, the gold medalist, versus the local hero, Joe Hendry. And we also have Alberto El Patron on the show, Minoru Suzuki, Cody Rhodes, Bret Hart's going to be there, JR and Jim Cornette are doing commentary. It's mental.
Wow.
It is mental.
Jesus.
Wow.
That is quite the roster right there, sir.
I see here you got
Right, yeah, we're very lucky.
You've got a championship match, Joseph Connors versus Martin Kirby. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. I'm not the biggest fan of Martin Kirby, but for some reason people seem to enjoy him, so I've given him a shot at the gold and the silver.
So what is your role in WCPW?
I am the WhatCulture Pro Wrestling General Manager, so I book the matches, I run the show, I fire the talent when they piss me off.
So
Wow.
you're the Dario Cueto of this whole operation? Is what you're saying?
That's how I put it. You know, we've got there's a big team of us working on it. Certainly, I am the on-screen general manager, but also sitting on the booking committee, and oversee lots of different things.
But I wish I could say that I was on a booking committee. That's all I want to do.
Nuts, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't have the body or the talent to be a professional wrestler, but if I could just book something.
That's exactly what we're doing. We don't like the gym. We like our burgers. So let's just sit backstage.
What kind of burgers do you have over there across the pond? I mean, this is America. We are very fat.
I literally, right before
choices.
the show, just downed a giant, juicy, medium rare burger. So
That sounds good. I am sat opposite right now a fried chicken shop. Fried chicken is the big thing in London.
I feel like the odd man out. I had a kale and quinoa salad today.
Yeah, I'm
your
seeing
life
it.
sucks. Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So was this kind of sort of born of watching things like WWE and saying, man, only I could book this?
Totally. I mean, like Adam Blompier, the one of the presenters on the channel, the guy on the channel, really. He does a video series called How WWE Should Have Booked, and also How WWE Should Book. And I don't know, I guess it was a way for him to put his money where his mouth is, in a way. And we started off kind of a little bit rough. There were lots and lots of production problems. The wrestling was great, but it was a bit... I don't know. It was fine, but we've come on a long way since then, I think. And you know, it now feels like the time is right, and especially with the stars that we've grown and the talent that we're bringing in from overseas, it feels like the right time for our first pay-per-view.
It is pretty cool. I mean, you do have some huge names here, right?
I mean, Minoru Suzuki. It's I think his second time in the UK ever. It's huge. We're very, very excited, and you know the main event, Kurt Angle versus Joe Hendry, is going to be absolutely fantastic. Joe Hendry also is as an amateur wrestler. It's going to be class.
So where can I can watch the iPay-per-view on WhatCulture.com?
You can either watch it on the Fight Network. For $14.99, or you can sign up to You can sign up to WhatCulture Extra, which launches tomorrow, I believe, for $6.99 a month. And with that, you get all of our iPay-per-views. You get our weekly show a day early. You get a load of exclusive lists. Plug. You get some documentaries. You get all sorts of stuff on there. It's our own version of the WWE network.
The WhatCulture Network, if you will.
Yes.
So that's $6.99.
Fantastic.
Is that British pounds?
$6.99 a month.
Is that American?
No, dollars.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dollars
so
American, man.
Holy moly!
American, and you can cancel at any time if you hate it, which you won't. You know, I'm incredibly fortunate to live in the UK, which you know our scene over here right now is just the best it's been in 30 years, if not longer, possibly ever. You know, we've got Rev Pro here, we've got Progress. We've got ICW. We've got so much, and yeah, it's really. I feel really lucky to be over here right now because we've got just a tremendous wealth of talent that WCPW is certainly tapped into.
I think people underappreciate the importance of lighting because even like I look at ROH, who's been doing this since 2002, and they got to a point, like a height of production value, where it looked pretty good. But since they've regressed a little bit, you could look at some of these shows, and the lighting is just piss poor, and it really kind of like takes you out of it. And even comparing it to, I see clips of WCPW, and like you said, the production value over there, like the lighting is on point. Like that can make you could take the dingy little shitty building that Evolve was in and light it a certain way, and it looks like $1 million.
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
think that your shows over there, like, lit, and it just comes off like first class production value, just in terms of the lighting, and
I hope so. I mean, we're catering to a very WWE centric audience,
right?
And
they have a certain
expectation.
Expectation.
Totally, and I'm like that as well now. I think I've been incredibly spoiled by WWE, who have just got this production value that looks like nothing else on the planet. There's no sport that looks like WWE. It's just amazing.
We're all spoiled,
and we'll never be able to replicate that. But we found out very quickly in our first few shows that production value was really paramount.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. It's just not. You can't just put a camera on the action and say go.
Nope.
Yeah.
Now we're spending a fortune. We've got 3 huge monitors. We're live cutting on those monitors now. We've got Vision Mixer doing that. We've got 4 camera ops, as well as a static hard cam. We've got a hugely expensive lighting rig. I can understand why lots of indie promotions don't invest money into it, because it's daunting and it's scary and it's expensive.
I actually
never try to be exactly what WWE is doing, because then you find yourself 14 years later and not being able to put on your biggest show of the year, aka Bound for Glory in 2016.
Right.
So.
I remember years ago, it was an ROH show. I think it was early on when they were starting to just experiment with iPay-per-view, and they just couldn't. Something was going wrong, and they just couldn't get the feed up. And people that had paid for this iPay-per-view, they couldn't get it, and it was a disaster.
Absolutely. I mean, this is, as I say, our first iPay-per-view. We put an awful lot of money into numerous contingency plans so that the iPay-per-view does go down without a hitch.
I mean, like anything.
It's a very, we're broadcasting to 2 places as well. We're on WhatCulture Extra and we're on Fight. So it's scary.
Yeah, but like anything else, you learn by doing, and that's the most important thing.
But we've got an established customer base now, and we can't let them down, and we won't.
How are there? How's is the actual physical attendance sold out?
Yeah, it's sold out about a month ago.
Oh, wow.
So we've actually got 3 shows. We've got our iPay-per-view Refuse to Lose on the 6th. Then we've got 2 Loaded tapings, and Loaded is our weekly show that is free to watch on YouTube every Saturday. And then we have a show in Manchester. It's the first time we've run Manchester before, on the 8th, featuring Cody Rhodes versus Kurt Angle, which is sure to be pretty incredible.
Wow, that sounds like a great match. How satisfying is it to get to find out that the show is sold out, the actual attendance?
It's amazing. We're the first night. I think the capacity is something like 1,800, and we could have sold that twice. It was very clear, and that's understandable with the names that we're bringing over, who certainly aren't cheap to hire. We all expected it to sell out, but to sell out as quickly as it did is very flattering. And to see so many people talking about WCPW, we're all feeling very.
Do you have that like a Jaws moment where you say, "We're going to need a bigger venue"?
Yeah, I mean, we looked for one. We looked for one. We couldn't find one that was close enough to the original venue that we could say, "Hey guys, come over here instead." It just wasn't possible. There aren't enough venues in Newcastle. We just announced our first London show, which is a big capacity again. So, fingers crossed. That'll be good.
That is awesome, Adam. Really, really happy for you guys.
Thanks so much. Seriously, thanks.
We all love you here in the States, and all of you guys at WhatCulture. And
cheers.
We want you guys to succeed. And how many more subscribers do you need to become the top wrestling channel on YouTube?
Something like 16 million, because it's WWE.
Oh.
There's WWE and then there's us.
Yeah.
Well, after the show, you're about to get one more. So.
Fantastic. Thank you. Click some ads, please. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I will get my last plug in. If you want to watch Refuse to Lose live on iPay-per-view, you can do so. Head to whatculture.com/extra.
And
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you so much. What time is that going to be here, by the way?
Roughly. Google it. I don't know. I think it might be 3 p.m. It's a bit of a weird time. This is the problem with being in the UK.
Yeah, it's going on like 9.
we stay up until 4 or 5 a.m. for your pay-per-views, so you can take a half day off work
totally, yeah.
and watch ours.
Yeah.
No. You do your show when it's good for us, okay?
Yeah, 1 in the morning. We'll start then.
If Donald
Thanks for
Trump
having me,
gets
guys.
elected, you're doing it when we want to do it, okay?
Oh, don't even do that.
But all right, thank you so much, Adam.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Have a good night, man.
Pleasure. Take care. Bye.